Maybe something like this existed a while ago on my channel, but I don't remember if I've ever done a video specifically on the Time Attack Wormholes. The way I sort of approach these is I just go in with my normal Time Attack team, see what's up, and then if I don't beat it first try, I will kind of reassess and make a new team specifically designed for that battle, and usually win from there. This first one was close, but unfortunately I didn't have auto poison. If I did, Death Gazer would have been able to, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have been smarter to poison Massacre there and then skip and then double poison Chomp, but whatever. This first team was just designed to sort of kill each wave of static spheres, like while sacrificing my own wave. So I just had the low cost, low health monsters there. I had both aggressive entrance monsters, and I tried to have Lava Plus entrance as well, hoping all 4 of those would just kill them. It didn't, but it didn't matter. Had the stealth entrance for the Zulong. First one, super duper easy. Second battle, I see a bunch of Garden Fairy Violets, and I'm like, oh, this isn't good because the ticks take so much time, and she's kind of doing a decent damage with the 4 of them. But I went for the stun wave there and killed both of them with the double Blood Crave. The Heaven's Horn don't have roaring entrance, just time reduction entrance. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kill the 2 of them. And then the next 2 enter, probably going to kill my Nova Drake, but Assisted Dusk is going to take out the Violet. 2 Infernocorns, or 3 Infernocorns in the back. I'm not super scared of that. I still have a full minute. My Decay Aura comes in, so I'm taking off their shields. And they must be buffed or something, because I feel like 4,000 health and single-shotting like Nox Dragon is not normal for an Infernocorn, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But this one's pretty much over. Give turn to the Heaven's Horn, and I have 40 seconds to kill a singular Infernocorn, and I can stealth, so his double piercing blows aren't going to be able to do anything. He just goes for the Giga Flare. Vigor Heartburst is going to clean this one up for a nice, easy first try on the second wormhole. Coming up to the third one here, I saw this Anti-Tyrant front line, and I immediately started thinking, how am I going to handle 4 Mirror Revenge monsters in the front line? And then I see he's got the Death Entrance with the Shining Bone Talent and Arborgaius, so I'm scared of this one right now. Both my Azrazels are on the field, and I don't have any way to protect myself from their stun revenges. And the Dual Slayer Bane, Arborgaius, and Anti-Tyrant both have pretty high defense, and Anti-Tyrant didn't have a kill, so they don't die to the Dual Slayer Bane there. Raw Deathstroke hits my Ladai Faith. I think I just go for the 2, Arborgaius and Anti-Tyrant for the double Blood Crave. I lose Violet, and Nox Dragon just gets the turn back before dying off. I go for the Accelerate because I wasn't ready to eat the Azrazel Revenges yet, and I knew that I would be able to protect her conversion in time before killing both the Azrazels so that I could take that stun revenge. And there, all the death entrances were scary, and I lost a bunch of my team, but I had a bunch of poison come in, ready to sweep up those last couple monsters. So, what was this? Third wormhole, first try. Now, this fourth one was the most difficult for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I got this one idea and just stuck with that idea and didn't change it up at all, and then just kind of kept doing the same thing over and over. They say the definition of a fool is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. But the thing about it was, this specific battle and the specific setup that I was using, there were so many points where the RNG had to work in my favor in order for it to win. And so I wasn't necessarily doing the same thing over and over. I was using the same team, but I just ended up getting different results because different things would hit different monsters, and I'll explain all that as I continue showing you this battle. But I got, kind of close with my initial team. I at least was able to see everybody in the enemy team so that I could plan around it best. The hardest thing was planning around this end game because Kunomi summons a repeat of herself, and that stealth is super dangerous. Lyra kept summoning the Puffoxins. Also, I had Bastia on the field, and Lyra's entrance still activated every single time, which was super annoying. Here I'm just showing you a couple of times where I was close, but couldn't quite pull it off. But you'll see some of the instances of RNG are who gets slept, which Charybdia gets slept by both the Backbite and the Lunavarios. What else is RNG? There was a little stretch of time where Hazuki kept killing the wrong person. Like, every time I did this for a while, she killed my Nova Drake, who was on hold ground, but then all of a sudden she started killing Bastia, or she started killing Jurlunger, and I was like, what the heck, you haven't done this before. And so that was RNG, because it was just unpredictable. What else was RNG? There was one other big moment. Oh yeah, it was who gets killed by the Death Revenges was RNG. But I think this is the time where I beat it. So this is the setup. Backbite on the sleep. I used Lunavarios because he was poison immune, and if any other monster came in, I needed to sleep the Charybdis so I could skip behind. If any other monster came in, there was another moment of RNG, is whether or not the knockback hit, what's-her-face, Hazuki. But I used Lunavarios because poison ticks waste time. Here, I just kill off the Nova Drake. And this one, like, I had already lost Bastia, and one of the things that was ruining me most was this Kunomi entrance, because the stealth made it so hard for Moku to do his thing. And so I thought, like, all right, it's over, whatever. We had a good run. But, you know, we're still fighting. Moji Moha's going to take off the stealth. Hazuki here kills Goo Dragon. Kunomi goes for Polonus with the shield, so that's fine. I go for the stealth break on Kunomi. Her revenge goes off. Puff Oxen just going to do reckless attack, whatever. The Sturgeonitis doesn't have enough attack to kill through the Apollonus defense buff. I go for Moji Moha Z because I can eat the Death Revenges, and then that just leaves Apollonus for the final bite, and I'm able to clean up this one. This one took me like an hour and a half just because I kept having to reset, refill tickets, and all the RNG stuff. This last one was tricky, but not as hard. This is just me going in with my main team. The main struggle of this battle was, first of all, getting around Gyritus and his passive, and especially Ryan Dragon, but most monsters in the enemy team have like some sort of death revenge. Ryan Dragon was especially difficult because he would summon the cursed Goldoid, but then also like use Golden Curse or Golden Burst, and Golden Curse is an insta-kill, but it's random. So there's another moment of RNG where you can't really plan for who the enemy is going to kill. You kind of just have to hope it kills the right person. Something I found out, which I guess makes sense, but I just didn't know until I saw this interaction, is Isodel is weak to Payback Killer. So that made this kind of easy. I mean, not kind of easy, but just a good thing to know, and meant I could kind of keep my strategy going the way I was planning to do it. But yeah, I knew I wasn't going to beat it. This one, I was close, but with that first battle, I had seen everything I needed to see. And so I built this team. I think this is the run I beat it on. But basically, spamming a lot of Payback Killer, using Nova Drake, stun him up in the front line, and accelerate just to pass the time with Ladai Faith, honestly, because I needed him alive long enough to kill Gyritus and Ryan Dragon, but I also needed Nova Drake alive long enough so that Ladai Faith kept his piercing, because he wasn't consistently killing the double Gyritus because of their defense buff. Sometimes he would leave them with like, I don't know, there was a time where he had like 30 health left, which was super annoying. But also something tricky about this was I needed Ladai Faith later on after Nova Drake had already died, so I needed somebody with Payback Killer who would also give him the piercing. And I think this is correct. Bone Talon, this shiny Bone Talon, is the only shadow monster that has Payback Killer, at least that I could find. There might be a couple. Well, I know the only one that I have, I'm thinking that one whale, the Protector Whale, has Payback Killer. I'm forgetting his name now, but I don't have him. But at this point, I'm like, okay, I should be good. I just need to skip back to Moku, and we will go ahead and win the battle. So I do the Moji Moha Z, and I see it not kill, and I was so scared. But luckily, Crabriel had double survivor, which was just able to clean up, like, literally at the last second. I kind of, like, totally forgot that it's not just you can't have any reinforcements, but also you have to have fewer monsters remaining than your opponent for Moji Moha Z to do the full damage. But luckily, Crabriel with double survivor there was able to clean up the last two. And that's going to do it for these Time Attack Wormholes. The second to last battle, definitely the hardest that I can ever remember doing. Took me a long time. This was the final team. You know, don't build more than you need for Time Attack. But this was super fun, super challenging. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.